Elon Musk's latest feud, this time with President Donald Trump, has ignited a political and financial firestorm that not only cost him $34 billion in a single day, but also signaled a dramatic unraveling of a once mutually beneficial relationship. The clash unfolded in real time on social media, minute by minute, post by post, as Musk and Trump traded barbs and threats that sent shockwaves across Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and Washington alike. The $34 billion plunge in Musk's net worth, the second largest single-day loss ever recorded on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, underscores the high-stakes nature of the feud. Only Musk himself has experienced a bigger one-day loss, which occurred in November 2021. Despite Thursday's hit, Musk remains the richest person on the planet, with an estimated net worth of $334.5 billion. Yet the implications of this showdown extend far beyond dollars and rankings. They touch the core of his sprawling empire, which includes Tesla, SpaceX, xAI, and Neuralink. The tension began shortly after Musk left his high-profile post as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, a position he assumed after Trump's re-election. Once seen as a strategic insider who could influence policy to benefit innovation and industry, Musk has rapidly transformed into one of the administration's loudest critics. His abrupt campaign to block what he dubbed Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, a comprehensive spending package, was the immediate catalyst. Musk took to his platform X, formerly known as Twitter, to decry the bill as a disgusting abomination that would balloon the national deficit. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the bill is projected to add $2.42 trillion to the deficit over the next 10 years. Trump, never one to back down from a confrontation, retaliated by threatening to end federal contracts with Musk's companies. That includes SpaceX, which has become an indispensable partner for NASA and the Department of Defense, and Tesla, whose electric vehicles have benefited from government subsidies and tax credits. The stakes couldn't be higher. Since fiscal year 2000, SpaceX and Tesla have collectively secured $22.5 billion in federal unclassified contracts, according to data from Bloomberg Government. Musk, characteristically defiant, responded with a quote from Clint Eastwood's Sudden Impact, "Go ahead, make my day." He then escalated matters by suggesting, without providing evidence, that Trump's name might appear in documents related to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein. In a move that startled investors and government officials alike, Musk followed that post by announcing that SpaceX would begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft, a vehicle vital to U.S. space operations. The U.S. currently depends on Dragon to transport astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station. However, Musk reversed that decision within hours, further fueling the sense of chaos and volatility. The fallout from this public feud is already being felt in the markets. Tesla's stock tumbled 14% on Thursday, closing at $284.70. Analysts from J.P. Morgan Chase estimate that provisions in the new bill, including the elimination of electric vehicle tax credits, could slash as much as $1.2 billion from Tesla's annual profit. That figure doesn't account for the reputational damage Tesla might suffer among traditional consumers, many of whom have grown disillusioned with the company's increasing alignment with conservative political rhetoric and Musk's combative public persona. Meanwhile, Musk's other ventures could also be at risk. SpaceX, valued at $350 billion in a private share sale last December, was expected to thrive under continued support from the Trump administration. xAI Holdings, Musk's artificial intelligence company and a direct competitor to several federal research initiatives, may now find itself on the wrong side of regulatory scrutiny. Neuralink, Musk's brain-computer interface startup, recently raised $650 million at a valuation of $9 billion, but could face setbacks if targeted by agencies such as the Food and Drug Administration. For much of the past year, Musk appeared to be one of the few private sector leaders with direct access to the White House. Following Trump's 2024 re-election, Musk's company saw a spike in investor optimism, and his role in Washington was viewed as both disruptive and strategically beneficial. But that honeymoon appears to be over. With Musk now positioning himself as a political outsider, he has floated the idea of founding a new centrist political party. In a poll posted on X, Musk asked followers whether it's time to form a party that represents the 80% in the middle, a clear signal of his growing dissatisfaction with both political extremes. The Musk-Trump spat reflects a broader shift in the political and economic landscape, where the lines between government policy and private enterprise are becoming increasingly blurred. As one of the most influential figures in both tech and politics, Musk's actions reverberate far beyond his own financial portfolio. His willingness to publicly confront the president, risk lucrative government deals, and leverage his vast platform to shape national discourse could define the next phase of not only his business trajectory, but also America's evolving political dynamic. Whether Musk's confrontational strategy will pay off or backfire remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the world's richest man is not backing down, and the consequences of his latest battle are already reshaping the future of his empire.